Welcome back to Sport Fest, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, Sabotage, and we are back with another Sports First, ladies and gentlemen. Last week I wasn't so great or good at all with the stat or the predictions. The predictions were terrible, terrible. I was so off that I literally only got one. But I was correct for saying that for the Miami Heat, Miami, and the Boston Celtics series, saying that one would win one would lose one, and I was 100% on that one. But I went Heat. No, I went Boston Celtics, Heat, Celtics, which the way it went was Celtics. No, Heat, Celtics, Heat. So there was that. If it would have went the other way, I would have been 100 on that series, and then I would have just been off by 2 games on this one, which I did get the last one because I went uh, Mavericks, Warriors, Mavericks. And then I would actually be wrong. I would be 100% wrong. I just realized that. I'm 100% off then, I guess. Cause they didn't win. Oh, actually, no. I am 1 game off. Cause I went Mavericks, Warriors, Mavericks. So I got one. Yeah. that's that's a little happiness there, ladies and gentlemen. But the Mavericks game yesterday, that wasn't. Well, they didn't really. I mean, the majority of the players showed up, as in, I guess you could say Dorian Finney-Smith, somewhat showed up. I mean, the other shooters actually didn't show up. It wasn't really him because as a shooter, he showed up. Let me see. Let me bring up some stats from that game 3. Reggie Bullock, that's the guy who didn't show up, and the other one who hasn't been showing up for a little bit. Actually, he has disappeared. Maxi Kleber. I mean, you gotta expect a little bit more. I think it was one of the Grizzly games, or I forget which game. No, they didn't face the Grizzlies. I'm tripping. Um, Remember there was a game where he kept putting them in, and they just wouldn't. Um, he just wouldn't miss pretty much. But then again, I mean, your top guys did show up, as in JB, 7 for 12, Luca, 11 for 23, and other man, Spencer Dinwiddie. Even though Spencer Dinwiddie actually he hadn't been showing up for the other games. That is, where are their points? Like, I'm not seeing points. I'm just seeing attempts right here and minutes. I don't know why it wouldn't show the points. Let's see. Where's the points? I know Luka dropped what, 40? Luka dropped 40. Jay 20 and 26. I mean, what else do you want from your starters? I mean, you really can't do much more. Those are pretty good numbers from all 3 of the top guys. If anything, one of these other guys could have showed up a little bit more. Dinwiddie with 9 is okay. 3 for 7, that's not too bad. Obviously, it's these 2. I think these are the 2 key guys that should have done a bit more. Literally, if they would have went, well, like 4, well, like 2 for, say he went 2 for 5, he went, obviously, if they went 2 for 10, that would have been a dub. That would have been a 1-point game. But obviously, if they're in that situation, the whole situation would be different. It wouldn't be the same situation. But still, you need a bit more from these other guys if the Warriors even want to win 1 game, because it's looking like, I mean, the Dallas Mavericks, it's looking like they're going to actually go ahead and use the sweep on them, making it sound like I'm using a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something. But the freaking Boston Celtics, the Mavericks actually had a lead at one point. Actually, no, was it this game, or am I thinking? Which game am I thinking that somebody had a 20 something point lead and they actually blew the lead. I think. Oh, actually, I think it was the Warriors this game where they had. Think of the numbers real quick again. Not looking like this was the game. Somebody had a 26-point lead. Oh, okay. No, no, it's the Boston game I was thinking of. Where the Miami Heat almost blew it. They had a 26-point lead, and um, Boston pretty much came back, 1 point left, and 1 point left. Jason Tatum went down. Jason Tatum went out. Oh, actually, Mark Smart even went down, and Jimmy Butler also went down in that same freaking game. Jalen Brown was on a tear, ladies and gentlemen. Um, but yeah, they almost blew the lead. I was for some reason I thought it was the Warriors Mavericks game, but in days past you tend to forget certain things. You're pretty much on to the next game. I mean that's how I do it, but I mean that's how the mind works, I guess. But or at least mine's. But still, I don't know. Maybe I should start doing these videos every other day since it is the freaking Gabagoo finals, or the finals are nearing, and we are in the Eastern and Western semis, or Eastern Western finals. Um, but freaking Gabagoo, they almost blew that lead. Somebody else almost blew a lead. I forget it was I think it was a 16-point lead, or they did blow a 16-point lead. I think it was the Mavericks who blew a 16-point lead, or was that the? I think that was the Miami Heat who actually did blow a 16. I forget, but the Mavericks obviously are about to get blown out. Well, it's looking like it. I believe that they actually will find a way to win. Maybe one, but predictions about to, I'm about to do the predictions pretty soon. But yeah, the Celtics pretty much blew the Miami Heat out in game two. Game one, obviously, the Miami Heat got the dub on that one. Warriors got the Mavericks on game one, two, and three, obviously, as I've brought up them blowing them out a couple of different times. But the Celtics, it feels like they have it, but at the same time they don't. Obviously, it looks like that Robert Williams. Oh yeah, last week I did get I kept mixing up Robert Williams and Grant Williams. I'm pretty sure I've done that a couple of times. Warriors, one player that they've been using that I don't remember them using. If they did use him a bit, I mean, just I pretty much watched the whole season, and I don't remember them really using Mooney at all, and he's a rookie. If anything, Kaminga was the one they were actually using the whole time. Kaminga was pretty much playing every other game, and I expected him to start playing a lot more, but he really hasn't been playing like that. I mean, I could look up the numbers for Kaminga real quick. Let's see. Let's go to Sunday, which was yesterday. Toy. See the box score. Okay, Kaminga. See Moses. Oh, it's Moses Moody. I think I said it. I just said a different name. Jonathan Kaminga, DNP, coach's decision. Oh, so he didn't even play. Bielitsa didn't. Damian Lee didn't even play. Jordan Poole, Moses. Oh, Otto Porter also actually went down. So that's a kind of a hit on them. But I think it was who came in for him. I think it's he pretty much comes in for. Oh yeah, Juan Toscano Anderson came in for him. He looked decent, but obviously Otto Porter's the one that's been working. So yeah, Kaminga hasn't really. See if game two. See if he even had any minutes. Game two, Sunday, Friday. Via box score. Let's see if he even had. The elites. That's Dallas Mavericks. Moses Moody. Dang, two consecutive coach's decision. That's kind of wild for how dominant he was in the regular season. It really doesn't make too much sense to me why you wouldn't play at least a couple of minutes. Because you were, at least the last minutes, they were winning pretty big in this one. Obviously, last game it wasn't really that big of a one. It was only 9 points, but still, even in I'm pretty sure he played a good amount of minutes. We'll forget about that. But we'll go ahead and go into predictions since it's getting. I've been rambling for a good minute, but let's get the predictions started, ladies and gentlemen. So today we got Miami and Boston Celtics. This one, I mean, obviously I'm gonna go different. Well, I'm gonna do a little difference. I feel like since Celtics have been really strong, I think I'm gonna go ahead and think the Celtics might actually just go ahead and win the series. I'm gonna go with them the whole way. I'm actually gonna do both this time. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like the Celtics are just a bit stronger. But then again, when all the Miami Heat. See, the other thing is Kyle Lowry is going to be out. Even though I feel like a little bit better with Gabe Vincent on the court, to be honest. And then PJ Tucker's. I mean, he is dealing with some stuff as well, and Jimmy Butler's dealing with knee inflammation. So I'm gonna actually, even though I feel like the Heat actually have a little more edge, just a little bit, but the Celtics, I feel like when all three guys are on, when Smart, that's the other thing actually. Smart, see in the first game, I didn't know that Smart wasn't playing to be honest, or I would have probably gone with the Heat. So if all three guys are on, if Tatum, Brown, and Smart are on, it's really like it's almost impossible to stop them. So I'm gonna go ahead and go, and I feel like I'm really confident that they're gonna win this game, but I'm not 100 on the rest. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with them the whole way. Um, Actually, if it gets to Game 7, I'm gonna go with Miami Heat. So I'm gonna go with the Heat. I mean, my Boston Celtics Game 5, Boston Celtics Game 6. So that means the series obviously would be over by then, by Game 7. But if it gets to Game 7, I'm gonna go Miami Heat. Um, Warriors all the way with this one too. Actually, no. Today or tomorrow, I'm actually gonna go with the Dallas Mavericks just because how close this last game was. I feel like if the other guys show up and the three guys show up again, then I'm most definitely gonna go with them tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go with the rest Warriors because I just don't feel like nobody's ever came back from a 3-0, and I don't see it happening with these Mavericks. But you could never say never. I mean, they got three-star players, and it only takes for one guy like Curry to go down or one guy like Draymond to go down for the series flip on its head, and it becomes a whole new series almost. If one of those guys goes down, which I'm not jinxing or anything, but yeah, that's pretty much my prediction. I feel like it's probably gonna end tomorrow, but I'm trying to get my numbers back up on the prediction, so I'm gonna go on with the Mavericks, and then the rest I'm gonna say it ends on Thursday if it doesn't end on or tomorrow on. Today's Monday, so if it doesn't end on Tuesday, then I'm gonna say it ends on Thursday. Obviously, that's what I was confused about the Wednesday game. But Sabotage out.